Okay, finally we made it. I was filming and I went over time, so whoopsies. Okay. We made it. We made it. We arrived. Okay. Let me just share this and I'm going to dive into our collective reading. See what comes through. See what comes through for you. Oh, I did it again. Psychic reading for you. Wonder if I'm meant to, I can feel something happening with my psychic readings and I don't quite know what that is. When I get new information, it's like I can feel it just sitting on the edge of my consciousness and then eventually it'll drop in. But I can feel something happening with my readings. I just don't know what that is right now. What is that? Okay. So now, I'll just share this in one more place. One more place. One more space. So now we're in the blip in time, guys. We're in the blip in time. Hi. Hi. Let me know where you're from around the world while you're waiting for me. I'm curious. Let's do a check-in. Where are we from around the world? I love hearing where you guys are from. I am in Queensland, Australia, in the Noosa hinterland. Tell me, where are you from in the world? I want to know. Just sharing this in one more place and then I will be present with you. Little bit late because I was filming and got a bit carried away. New Zealand, New York. New York, New York. Yay, I did it. Okay. Tell me where you're from around the world. Let me know, let me know. Okay, I think we're good. Yay. All right. Let's dive into our collective message. I was just filming and channeling all these messages, so I'm going to really tune into what this collective message for this week, June 24 onwards. We've just come out of the really potent, rare Capricorn full moon, and now we're in the blip in time. Use it wisely, is what I want to say. In this blip in time, this day out of time, like it reminds me of the Mayan calendar day out of time. This next few weeks, right, leading up to our next Capricorn full moon. And it reminds me of this day out of time, like same sort of energy on a different level, like almost like on a bigger level. Is that possible? And it just feels like be really diligent, discerning, and clear about what you're really activating and grounding down for this next cycle. Like it's almost like the next few weeks and we're right in Master Manifesto. We started today. So if you want to join us in Master Manifesto, you can still get in, just comment Master below. And this really potent time is, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like, don't waste this time. Like it's just so strong with like, I don't know how to describe it. Like if you've just been going through something and then it's finally over and now you're like, well, where to from here? It's like this really clear, like you've got a really clear space to really anchor in what you want to do. Like, what do you want to do? Oh, and your star sign is Capricorn. So probably even more potent. And especially because we've got these next few months leading up to Capricorn. And then I was thinking too, in the full moon ceremony that we just did on the weekend, like back to January at the start of this year, what was going on for you, right? June and January always have a very similar, like recalibrating energy, you know, because it's like the 6-month birthing portal. And so what was going on for you in January? Like what was going on in January? I mean, I think just a couple of months ago in one of the full moon ceremonies we had, like, it was really about like, we're forgiving the masculine, right? We're forgiving the divine masculine, we're forgiving the masculine, and released all this hurt. And so it's created all this energy and space around what you actually want to manifest now. And now we're in Master Manifestor, grounding down through 2 Capricorn moons, which is a full rare event. Like, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so we're going to look at this collective reading. So the past is the 10 of fire. Too much work. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. And that's the structure that's just dropped away. That's the structure that is kind of like, if you don't have space to create like the life you want, well, what are you even doing? You know what I mean? In the right now is the balance. Yeah. So we're coming into this balance with 6 of earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. It's like everything is really grounding. Everything is coming into a place where you've really worked hard for this. And it's almost like I want to say, can you notice this? Can you notice what you've done? Like, can you notice this? Can you notice the work and the effort that you've put in and what's really shifting here? So I did like a bit of an energy update live stream last week about that blip in time. And it's like first half of the year, blip in time, and then the coming across. It's such a, oh, look, and here's the balance. Oh my God, here's the like blip in time too. Isn't it so interesting? All these symbols that were coming through. I'm not sure if you watched that live stream. Just comment live below if you want to watch that. It was a bit of an energy update, as I said. And it was just like all these symbology came through, and now we're right in it as well. I'm like, wow, if you needed any more confirmation of what I just said before I even started pulling cards. Do we even need to pull cards? I don't think so. And then the 5 of air. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. I want to say, don't bring the friggin' past into the future. Stop. Don't bring the past into the future. In Master Manifestor, we're really like eradicating that, if you may, right? Really eradicating that. Okay, for this collective update today, I'm going to do 5 card spread. So what you're hoping for and what you're scared of. King of water. Open your heart. You want to open your heart. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. So King of water. And then in the future, we have balance. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. And so this, in the future, is the same as this, balance. And this unwise choice, I just feel, is so strong right around your beliefs. Don't bring the past into the future. This is beliefs, it's the air, it's the mind. I want to say it's almost like the spirit as well, right? And it's kind of like the spirit's trying to ground. Don't let the past get in the way. The spirit's trying to ground. Your soul's trying to get you on your path. Don't let your mind get in the way. Don't let your beliefs get in the way. Does that make sense? Like, what are you trying to bring forward? Like, no, it's done. It's done. The overline card is 2 of water. So there's lots of, like, there's earth, there's fire, there's water, there's the divine balance here. A relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of conflict. This is about your heart. This is about you trusting your heart. This is about you fully giving, I want to say, the grounding of your heart. Does that make sense? This is really tricky to like explain the messages that I'm trying to channel through here. Yeah, so because it was like, this is the crown and the heart. This is your belief systems and your heart. It's almost like they're trying to match up. They're trying to come into balance. They're trying to like balance 2 balance cards. It's trying to come in. Stop fighting it with your mind, it's almost like the belief systems are trying to override the heart of what the heart, open your heart, right? Trustworthy advice, the water, the two of water, again, two is a balance, a relationship that continues to grow closer. Look, and the seven of air, see the air, the mind's getting in the way of the heart. Don't let that happen, right? Plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. It's almost like the belief systems are really trying to override the heart when you've just opened your heart and you're trying to trust your heart again. Yeah? This is really like, if there was anything in this blip in time between these two Capricorn full moons, it's like, get out of your head and into your heart. Don't let your mind override your heart. So I'm going to do another row of this collective reading. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. This is the pass around, and it's interesting because 10 of fire, too much work, needing to create balance, a great deal of activity. So there's lots of movement that's been happening. It's almost like everything's been slowly moving, and then it's also almost like rapid fire movement. But then I also feel like you've been busy as well though. In the right now with the Six of Earth, we have also King of Michael, which is, I want to say like stability, like it feels really stable, the king, right? The king. Wisdom and objectivity are important right now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. The balance, a gifts of time, money, new career endeavors. You're getting ideas, but don't let those ideas come from past things. So let's see, because Five of Air in the future is like an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation, review everyone's motives. But this future card, solutions, as well, is a balance card too. Success that comes from objective compromise. Wisdom and objectivity are important right now. Self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So lots of strong messages about the heart. I was getting there saying that in the full moon ceremony, there was a lot of focus on the third eye and the heart, and this being rewritten and our belief systems really being seen for the truth of the heart rather than the head overtaking the heart. If there was just a message, it's like, can you just follow and trust your heart, please? Just follow and trust your heart. Makes sense. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. This one here. In what you're hoping for and what you're scared of, the Empress, right? In what you're hoping for and what you're scared of, the King. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious abundance, resources. This water, like heart feeling, water, emotions, movement, heart. Mind beliefs are very stuck, logical, those things, whereas the heart is open, flowing, water, movement. In the final outcome card is the Four of Ariel. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you spend or save money. So there's a lot of sort of money, financial pieces here. Gifts of money or time or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. Okay, so the message coming through here is like I feel as well, and I think I said this the other day on the live stream update that I did, there's a huge collective shift happening right now, and it's a shift away from the old paradigms. Not everybody is feeling it, but there's definitely a huge chunk of us on this thing. It's almost like, you know how, like, for example, a lot of us conscious people have been doing a lot of personal development work for many years, healing past traumas, past lives, grid line work, like all this, whatever we're guided to do, right? We just do it. Like, we've done it for years, like, whatever. Because so many of us have done it, it's reached this 100th monkey peak. And right now I feel there's a collective dropout of trauma in the collective. And the dark has no power over us anymore. And we're really feeling it on a physiological level and on a conscious level of what's happening in our life. It's almost like 2020 was a real wake up for a lot of people. And now in 2024, people are really like, it's almost like the next level of it. But for those of us who have done this for 20 or more years, we're really seeing it in the collective, where it's like this, whatever trauma hold has had on the collective conscious, like the collective, like the whole of humanity is just suddenly dropped away. And now there's this stabilization, and that's where the old paradigms and the belief systems are shifting to come in from the heart. No longer is the conscious fear overriding humanity. The heart is now become stronger as a collective in humanity. That's fucking huge. I just felt that. That's actually what's happened. That's really huge. I'm covered in goosebumps. And this is why there's such strong message in the collective reading for you today has come up around don't let your mind override your heart. It is definitely a muscle to let your heart be stronger than your mind. It is definitely a muscle, okay? And in this heart muscle expanding, it's like as a collective, we're here now. As a collective, we are here. Now, as this gets stronger in strength, yes, there's going to be probably a bit more chaotic fallout, because that's what happens when old paradigms and old empires are falling. They will fight for it. And then there's a collective let go. And then there's a shift into a new paradigm of this leading the way. That's what's happening right now. And I feel for July, there's going to be big cellular DNA shifts on a collective level, and everybody's going to feel it. It's like the wipeout or something. Not in a bad way. Like the old energy of that darkness can't hold. There's no hold anymore. And so the overlying card, Ace of Raphael, a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights, is the heart right there, right? It's the ace, the brand new cycle of the heart. Positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships. And I feel like a lot of people are releasing and coming together where they're meant to be. Whether you're moving house, moving country, moving, or, like moving geographical location, or relationships are shifted. Like all of a sudden, it's like everyone just is going to land where they're meant to be for this new heart consciousness to be at the forecenter of everything. That's really massive. I wonder it was so strong in like, don't let the mind override the heart. Okay, got the message. That's the collective message. Karen says yes, and so hard for others to understand why we may do what might seem counterproductive, but I truly need to follow intuition. Yeah, and that's what it's about. The heart is about following your heart, following your intuition. Like, doesn't make logical sense. Like, that. That. Yeah, don't play the game. Exactly, right? The mind games, and that's like on a paradigmal, patriarchal type, bigger, don't play the game. Exactly. Like when we don't play the game, that's where the warriors emerge, the warriors of the heart. You can't knock the warriors of the heart. You can't. You can try. Okay, let's move into our personal readings in this group here on this live stream. So if you'd like a reading, just comment yes please, and I will have a list of yes pleases that come up. Just comment once. I see all your comments, and then I'll intuitively choose through the list here, and we will see as we move into these individual readings. You have to stay live for this. You can't say yes and then disappear and expect your reading to be here. That's not fair for everyone else who's live. Okay. So who is this for? Yeah, how interesting, Jody. A lot of people are going through massive. It's like the biggest things that could possibly happen are happening right now for a lot of people who are on this wave, like it's really strong. Okay, who is this for? Okay. Hello. Okay, Sandra Walsh is jumping out. So I pulled, like, these cards were just sitting here for you, Sandra, to start with. And if you listen carefully, there might be a message for you all here as well. Sorry, don't mind me, I'm like starving because I've just been filming all morning and I realized I was like late to this live stream and now I'm like, I need to eat. So bear with me. Okay. So Sandra, if you hear my stomach rumbling or just like realize how hungry I was. Okay. So Sandra, Archangel Raguel. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. This is like, we just come out of the collective reading with the balance. The balance. Overlying card from that deck when that card was sitting there for you is this system doesn't serve you. This situation doesn't serve you. This system doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. This situation doesn't serve you. It's almost like, okay. Hey guys, I'm letting you in on a little secret. I'm so excited. From July, I am releasing a weekly Archangel message on my YouTube channel. So every week there's like a weekly energy forecast, but it's like specific to the archangels gently nudging, pushing you on your purpose. Sorry, I got really excited because this is an archangel deck, this one. But look, Archangel Michael, who is the right-hand man of lightworkers, like cutting away, vacuuming darkness, people, situations that doesn't serve you anymore so that you can get on your purpose. And I'm like, look at Archangel Chamuel there, the green rolling hills, the beautiful orange, yellow. It's so Archangel Chamuel. It's so Archangel Chamuel. Sorry, I just never actually noticed that on that card before, and I've had this deck for years. Because for you, Sandra, Archangel Michael is vacuuming away. Like something needs to leave. Something needs to leave your life. And why? Because your purpose is like, see how it's just down here in this corner? It's like, this is why this is happening right now. Fight for justice and equality. I'm like, yeah, for you. Not for the situation, for you. Like, where do you need to, and what is it that you need to let go of? It's almost like you're trying to control a situation that's like way past its use by date. Like, what are you doing that for, in a way? Oh, look, and the wounded healer. And so the wounded healer is this, like, I want to say confirmation of like, why are you holding on to this? Now, this could be a belief system. It could be old pain that you haven't actually processed about this situation, and that's hindering you. It's almost like the old emotions are hindering you for, does that make sense? Like the old emotions are hindering you from the clarity of the path that you're meant to walk forward on. It could be a relationship, it could be a career, it could be an environment, but it can just be old emotions from something that you're just still hanging on to, that it's like, it's time to heal this. Trust that it's all happening in divine order, all of those things. And this is really jumping out again. It's like, don't give up. It's almost like, don't give up, but it's not about the situation. It's for you. Like, this is for you. This is not for anyone else. No more situation. Like, it doesn't matter about the situation. So I'm like, this is for you. Like, too long have you let these emotions overrule your heart, and it's been at the detriment to your heart. Like, it's like, it's enough, right? This breaks my heart, who I know this is about. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's enough, right? Trust that this is right. Like your path of your purpose. Like, look, it's like, try to peek through. Trust. And then the future card is the purity, is the purification of it. And look, like, beaming like light through the doorway. Like, come on, I'm trying to lead you up this path to the purity of your purpose. It's too long. It's been going on for too long. Dandelion is so good for the liver, and the liver is where we're holding on to old crap. What's this one? Grace. Because your purpose of grace, the grace of who you are, the purpose, the purity of who you are as a purpose, who you are as a purpose. Exactly. I was going to say who you are as a person is trying to bust through. Does that make sense? Yep. Yep. Okay, Sandra, that is for you. That is for you. Covered in goosebumps. Okay. So I'll have another round of yes pleases. Now, until the end of June, I have Life Purpose Legacy Inner Circle open, and I've opened up 2 different membership levels. So Larimar is where you get everything, and Selenite level is where you can now join as a monthly membership, where you get access to everything. That means any new course that I release. So like Master Manifester, you'd be in there. Any meditation ceremony, anything that I release, you get access to as long as your monthly membership is active. And you get everything except for Trust Intuition. But if you join Larimar level, then you get Trust Intuition as well. But that's just a once-off payment. Once you've got it forever. But the membership is just a monthly membership, and you get access as long as your membership is active. That means you also get access to the Life Purpose Legacy trainings, which if you really want to live your best fucking life and manifest your dream life and your purpose and all the things that come along with when you're on your purpose, wherever that Chamuel little peeping through was coming through, then Life Purpose Legacy is definitely for you. So comment legacy and I'll pop in and send through the details for you. So the current monthly membership investment increases at the end of this month. But once you lock in your membership price, any further price increases don't affect you. You actually lock in for that membership there. Okay, who's this one for? Because the messages are streaming through. Karen says, do it, you won't regret it. Yeah, legacy's the place to be. Okay, I'm covered in goosebumps for this. Who's this for? Okay, Kathy there, Kathy Mackman. Life-changing, yes. Okay, Kathy. So what's really interesting, so I was shuffling as you saw me do that. Trust came up again. The bottom card is revival, is the quarterstaff. Something is rebirthing. So trust this unfolding. But what's really interesting is then in that deck that I was actually using for you is Adrift. Now, this card is probably one of my favorite cards when explaining letting go, walking away from a situation, etc. This letting go, drift, allow a higher force to take charge for a time. It is so like when we have exhausted all our resources in trying to make something happen or fix something or heal something or whatever, it is just because that direction of your purpose has expired. That is actually not the path of your purpose anymore. It might have been, but the thing is that I got this message not long ago and I was just sharing it in the recordings that I was doing before this live stream. I got shown not long ago that our purpose, like when we incarnate into this world, there's actually almost 10 different timelines of our purpose, 10 different purposes that we can live this lifetime. Sure, we might just do one and then that's it. But there's 10 or however many, I don't know, is there 10? I don't know, I'm just going to use 10. So there's 10 different life purposes that we could actually do and live our destiny on. But there's a few different ones because it's variable, because number one, nothing's set in stone. Everything is evolving and expanding and creating and co-creating and shifting and changing. And the reason that there's a few different ones is because it depends on the evolution of humanity as a collective and humans, about how fast or rapid we awake or don't awake or whatever. And then there's also your own evolution of your own self and how much you do the work, because it's all free will choice about how much deep inner work you do to uncover what you're really meant to do. And so all of those sort of variables, depending on which timeline of your purpose and of your destiny, that correlates with obviously the bigger grand picture of all of humanity, etc. Now, for you, Kathy, this I feel like this trust has come in a sense that everything was right, everything is right, but suddenly it's like you've hit this wall, you can't go that. It's like, what? And it's almost like you hit the wall and immediately you're just like, whoa, I don't know what's happening here. This is a bit like, I just love this message so much, because it's almost like it gives you permission to just 100% let go, 100% just drift. And like, you know, it's like the ocean current takes you on this path. Like, if we know how strong ocean currents can be and how fast we can move down the ocean, right? In a current, caught in a current. And it's like, just let the current take you for a bit, because you're going to eventually bump up against a sandy shore, and you're going to find your ground on this new sandy shore and go, oh, I've arrived somewhere, and now I'm here, and now I can. And then what you've arrived and bumped into is actually looking at yourself. And so I feel that there's this part where you've actually bumped up against yourself and actually seeing yourself for the first time. And this is quite deep. It's just gone 11:11 here. This is really quite deep about the depth of work that you're doing right now, in the depth of your subconscious, and what has just happened and let go, because you're coming into a grander new version of yourself. You are coming into someone who you've not birthed before on this path. And it's interesting, as where I was explaining all those timelines, right? The different purpose timelines that you can have and create. And this is what's like shifting and happening, if that makes sense for you. And that's where I was getting like this rebirth, this revival, this path. And what comes from that, the bottom card, is this wave of power, right? So you're coming into a whole brand new understanding of yourself, a surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. Like, it's just this, like, I don't feel like you feel this now, like you do and you don't. It's kind of like, it's almost like flicking between the two, right? And then all of a sudden bump, like, oh, and then integrating these pieces of yourself is like activating that. Does that make sense? And then there's this, and this is where I'm like, if you're not feeling good right now, just wait, because it's coming, and it's coming in strong and good, because you've done this work. So you can use the shadow meditation of mine, whatever personal development work that you're doing right now. It's kind of like you're really taking radical responsibility for the reality that you've created, and you're just like, this is just not okay anymore. So now you're doing something about it. Yeah, really strong. Yes, feel all of this so much. Exactly. It's been really deep. Yeah. When I have clients that are at this, it's deep. Like, it's like the deepest level of work you can be doing. It's really deep. Not many people go this deep. Yeah. When they've hit the current that takes them, not many people hit that level, because there's a deep level of not just trust, there's a deep level of let go that has to occur for you to trust enough to surrender this much to let this happen. Because not everyone's too scared to let this happen, because literally a part of you is dying and everything has collapsed at the same time. Like, it's not many people get here. But if you want to align with your true unique life purpose, this is the people who do. Yeah. Very deep. All right. Is everyone still here? Is everyone still with us? Because we just went pretty fucking deep. And this is, if you're ready for this level of deep life purpose legacy, like, not everyone's ready to live their legacy. Not everyone's ready to do that. But if you are, life purpose legacy is the space to be in. If you really want to recalibrate your entire reality, legacy is the place to be. It's the inner circle. You get access to everything. Can have another round of yes pleases while I'm shifting into the next person. So yes, please, if you'd like a reading. Good, you guys still here. You traveled that, awesome. And if this deep is where you're at, then life purpose legacy is for you, because not everyone's ready for reality awareness in the depth of what happens behind in these private spaces. But life purpose legacy, if you're really ready to like activate and clear and heal and align with your true unique life purpose and be carried on that ocean of your consciousness to your destiny, then life purpose legacy is where you're meant to be. So as I said before, I opened up, just plugging my phone in, opened up the monthly membership option, which gives you access to everything except for trust intuition, or Larimar level is where you get access to trust intuition as well. And at the end of the month, the monthly membership will be increasing. But if you lock in this price now, you won't get affected by any further price increases. And it gives you access to every course, the Life Purpose Legacy trainings. You won't miss out on any trainings. You won't miss out on anything that I release. So yeah, just comment legacy below if you want the details for that. Okay, so just tuning into the next person. So I was starting to get distracted by that. Okay, covered in goosebumps. So this is a really strong message coming through as well. This. Going through 8 weeks of deep, dark shadow work. Yeah, it's been a time for it, for sure, as well. Like on a collective level is what I was just saying about that before. Yeah, the big collective shifts. Okay. So just checking these. Yes, pleases. So yeah, if you want the details of legacy, just comment it below. Comment legacy below, not it. Okay, this one. Oh my goodness, I'm covered in goosebumps. Okay. All right. Suzanne Keys. So this was really coming through just really strongly, and that's why I had to move on to it. So Suzanne, no came out, and then this overlying card of like the crumbling. This feels similar to the message I just did before, the lady I just did about like, what are you hanging on? Like, why are you still hanging on to this? And this feels very similar energy. Like, no, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you still hanging on to this? Look at the, isn't it interesting? Like the pathways. But this is the card that came out, and this was overlying card on top. You're still hanging on to this, but this new pathway is like waiting for you right here to go to the light. But you're still here. Why? Why are you still there? Look what's underneath the crumbling though. Underneath the crumbling is Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. It is waiting for you to fucking enter the portal of it. What are you holding on to for? Look what's underneath. Rejuvenate your body. And this one, attract success. Yes, that's what it says. The scarlet. Very base chakra. Very base chakra. The base is crumbling. Right? The base is crumbling. New foundations are being woven, rewritten. This blip in time between the two Capricorn full moons is this blip in time. If you haven't watched my energy update I did last week on that, just comment live below, and it'll explain the energies of what we're in the two Capricorn full moons right now. You're seeing the situation accurately. It's kind of like you're very conscious of this. You are very conscious of this. And I feel like you know that this is underneath this. You know that heaven is waiting for you underneath this. Right? And it's like, you know, you're so conscious of this. And when I just picked up, so Lemuria is underneath, you know, it's the heaven on earth underneath the crumbling. You know that that's there. And then look at this confirming it. The DNA cellular transformative shifts. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. And so even though I'm saying to you like, why are you still holding on to it? Actually, you're fucking doing the work. You are doing the work. And I feel, because this base has come up, I feel that you're actually, it's almost like you're stuck. This no card and this crumbling, you're actually stuck. What's the right words? Like you're stuck but it's you're stuck not of your own doing. Now, some people wouldn't agree with me with that statement, because we have the power to change anything, and I do believe that too. And then I also believe that there is there's a particular time in our evolution where it's actually out of our hands, and there's a divine timing of things occurring where it's almost like, it's going to sound egotistical, but it's almost like there's times where we've grown too fast and other people have to catch up, or that other factors at play that, do you know what I mean? And that's a really high perspective. And I feel that for you, even though I'm sounding like I'm being a bitch and why you're still holding on to shit, I'm like, actually, you're really fucking clear. And there's actually a deeper timing going on where you just have to wait a minute. But actually, because you've fucking been doing the work, like, that's there, this deep healing's going on, and it's kind of like, yeah, I know. And it's kind of, and this is why the no, it's like, oh yeah, it says wait. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. Wait. That just confirms. I was like, this is actually, you have been doing it though, but it's like, because there's a time when we are ready for big change, or big changes happening to us, etc. And we do the work and we do absolutely everything. We know how to do that, if that makes sense, right? But then there's like, it comes to a point where like we've done everything we can and we're almost confused, because we're like, fuck, but I'm doing this. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, what else is like, there is specific points in our spiritual evolution where it's like, yeah, you just have to wait a minute, like just hang in there a second, because all these other things going on, bigger picture scale, like, and so don't take that as a get off work card. What is it? Skip the jail card or some shit, whatever that, I don't know, I never really played Monopoly, but because you are very clear. Like, you're 100% clear on it. And I just feel like with the rejuvenate your body and attracting success, and this is where the deep cellular changes are happening. So whatever you can do when we're quote unquote stuck, whatever you can do to rejuvenate your body at this time is almost like get out of jail free card. That's it. Whatever, like when we're quote unquote stuck due to divine timing, is the like, do whatever you need. It's almost like, well, you've got time, so take care of yourself. Does that make sense? So when you're busy, what quote unquote won't you have time for, do it now. And this is a really strong message I feel is happening for you, because these deep cellular shifts and things are changing for you. I'm just going to pull one more card from this Ascended Master deck for you. So this one, meditate. There we go. Rejuvenate your body. Okay, got it. Rejuvenate your body. It's almost like let the cellular transformations now be embodied in your body for then the next stage to really take effect. And you've got time anyway, so what are you doing, Yeah. Awesome. I'll have another round of yes pleases, please. Yeah, Pamela's agreeing with that one as well. Exactly where you're at. Yes. Suzanne, thank you. I needed to hear this. Yes, perfect. Okay. All right, covered in goosebumps. Next round of yes pleases. Let's go. Covered in goosebumps. Who is this for? These ones. Looking for my decks. Okay. So the way I clear my cards, I know everyone has different ways of clearing cards. There's a certain like way I place my cards in the boxes and how I know they're cleared and done and completed for the next piece. Maybe I should do a live stream on clearing and stuff. Actually, it's coming up. I've got some really exciting things coming. I told you a little bit before of like in July I'm releasing weekly Archangel messages. And then I'm also releasing something else, Archangel, that if you're in Life Purpose Legacy, you get automatic access to. So if you know that you don't want to miss out on anything and you want to be in the inner circle, Larimer and Selenite is now 2 different membership levels that you can enter into Life Purpose Legacy, and I'm really fucking excited about it. So excited about it, because what's coming up, I'm so excited about it. Okay, that's all I'm saying for now. Just know that like the investment is increasing at the end of the month for the membership, but once you lock in that membership price, any price increases you don't get affected by. And yeah, with things that are coming, you'll probably want to be in there, because you just get access, you get inner circle access, you get access to everything when you join at Selenite level, except for Trust Intuition. It's the only thing you don't get access to. But any new course I release, any new venture that's starting to come and birth with Reality Awareness, I'm really excited. I just can't say any more than that over the next 6 months. Any full moon ceremony, any meditation, just anything, you get automatic access because you're in the inner circle. Is what you get. Plus all the Life Purpose Legacy trainings in itself. And the advanced chakra consciousness trainings, so it's all right there. So comment Legacy if you want the details for that. Okay, so these cards coming through. Sorry, I'm really excited about what's coming up. So it's like Master Manifestor is right now, and the stuff that's unfolding in this space. It's like the purpose of Master Manifestor is to bring your dreams to life. And I'm like, the stuff that's happening is exactly that. I can't even talk. There's so much joy is coming out. Can you feel it? Okay. All right, I'm concentrating. This is also a message for whoever this reading is for, because of what's coming up in these cards, and it's already starting to like pour through. Okay, so Maria Briganti, is that how you pronounce the name? Okay, so in the past we have your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. And I feel like you've really pulled back into yourself, and it's like this, so it's like she's standing on the mountaintop, but you can really see this sky, if you may, is really like a crystal, and this canvas, and it just feels like you've really pulled back, like you've really come into a place where you're just like, I just need to do my own thing, and everyone can just leave me alone for a minute. Just let me just sort this out, please. And you've really been working this on a deep cellular level, right? It's been really deep. Well, we've just come off deep reading, so you're right there too. And then right now is cracked open, and because of this, it's this this circle here is really jumping out, and it's like you've really cracked open an old. You're in the new frequency now, yeah. You are really in the new frequency, and this new frequency. So rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. It's like there is nowhere to go but up from here for you. Yeah, like you've really just hit this point. Like I always say, like to my clients and I'm teaching, like when we're traveling emotions and it's so dark and we can sit with that, eventually what happens is we pop back through to the light. Like if we really look at birthing and our soul coming down through the chakras, and as a baby we're birthing into this world, like it's dark, and then light comes again. It's like this the bubble pop, the sphere pop. And you're in a lot of expansion right now, Maria. I feel you're in a lot of expansion, and the strong message here is like you're going to pop through to the light, but I feel like you already have, and it's like it's okay to just leave the pieces where they are. You don't need to pick them up. You don't need to take them with you. Like they're done. Do you know what I mean? Like you can just literally walk out, you know, like don't even bother about cleaning, hire someone to do that. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're good, you know, like you're good. And it's interesting because in the future card is lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before, and this is what's birthing through. Like this new energy is, and this frequency of where you are is like, and I feel in the next few months, like September, October, and even right up to that point, it's just gonna be, you're just adjusting to this new frequency, but you're getting a lot of information about your path, about where you are, about where you're going, about who you are, about like all the pieces, right? So it's like, sorry, there's scammers out, guys. Don't get scammed, please. Don't be fooled for it. It's like you're gonna receive a lot of information about what you're here to do, because the depth of where you've been working has allowed that to birth through, if that makes sense. And then trust the timing. So similar to the past messages where I just said around, like, sometimes we've done everything we can do and there's a bigger divine timing going on. I feel there's a bit of that going on for you, but I almost want to say, like, don't stop, like, don't get stuck on the stopness. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So maybe it's like this bit of lostness in, like, oh, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I need to do, but I know I need to do it and I need to hurry. And it's almost like that hurrying is actually the falling away of all the stuff. And that's why it can feel like, I know what I'm meant to do, but it's almost like you're trying to hold on to the pieces that are falling. It's okay to just let them go. Like, just let them go. I want to say, like, sit in ceremony, like, even with yourself, like, maybe it's a meditation altar, maybe you need to attend a ceremony. Like, there's something that you need to do to really mark this transition for you, because it feels really significant. It feels really significant and a really huge life change. Like, it feels like you're not the same person who entered this space, right? And it just feels like, can you really mark that as well? And the friendship. So the friendship card, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And I want to say, this is like, it's opening. Isn't it interesting? The sphere as well. So it's like, it's opening a new sphere and circle of friends, but for a time there might not be. Oh, you just did a winter solstice ceremony. Okay. Of course you did. And so it's like this, it's like birthing this new paradigm of an entire soul family. Yeah, an entire soul family is shifting and coming in. And it's like, yeah, and this is the judgment. It's like, yeah, just leave the past behind. Like, you just don't even need to, like, you know, sometimes we need to cut cords, integrate, shadow, heal. And I'm like, that's important, but I don't feel that's where you are. I'm just like, you can just leave the pieces on the floor and just walk out. Whatever that represents to you, right? Yep. Perfect. All right, who's next? I have another round of yes pleases. Of course you just did a ceremony. Right on path. Really marking that passageway for you. It feels really strong. Okay, who is this next deck for? Just grabbing another deck here, guys. This one was calling. Okay. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, this is for Anna Marie Gargilio. It's probably not how you pronounce it. Anna Marie, this was for you. Okay, so I have just pulled the card for you, surrounded by prosperity. And I feel like you've been in a space where there's been lots of prosperity around you, but I'm also getting the message for you. Can you please open your eyes to what's actually around you? Oh, how interesting. So we've got, yeah. Can you open your eyes to what's around you? So the bottom card is look beneath the surface. What a beautiful image. Let whale take you down and reassess what's actually really going on. At the same time, you're adrift in shallow water. Take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. Look beneath the surface. Like, let whale take you down, because I was saying, I'm like, can you just open your eyes to actually what's going on around you? Like, there's something going on that you're needing to actually see. And can you actually see what you've got around you? I was going to say my Akashic record meditation would be really good for you with that. Let whale take you, like whale takes us to the Akashic records. It's a very powerful journey if you'd like that. It is $15 for that particular meditation, but if you're in Life Purpose Legacy, you get access to that. So if you want to join the inner circle, you get access to all the pieces. But the Akashic Record meditation, just the whales, and even just listening to the whales, like, you know how you can listen on YouTube videos or whatever, like just the sound and their frequency can really take you to these depths to rewrite what's going on. But there's something that you're needing to see. There's something that you're needing to open your eyes to, like what's beneath the surface. Like, what does that make sense? Surrounded by prosperity. And this is where it's like, it's almost like you had a lot around you, but it's not that you took it for granted, but you needed to see what was actually driving it, what was actually going on. Does that make sense? Like, and so this now adrift, you're kind of like, isn't it interesting? There's a turtle on there surrounded by all of that. And now the turtle's just off adrifting through the current because this anchor is being like recalibrated. Does that make sense? And then in the future is rediscover your zeal. So pay attention to the passion you are feeling for discovery, learning. I feel like this is starting to spark up again for you. Pay attention to the passion you are feeling for discovery, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, and your work or relationship. Passion and desire go together, especially as inspiration. Passion and desire. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I feel like this is a question you need to ask yourself. Well, what do I want to do? What do I actually want to do? What do you actually want to do? What do you want to do? Right? Like that's like the $1 million question. Like, what do you want to do? When we're here, we usually don't know. And it's okay to be here. But it's like, pay attention to what sparks your curiosity. Pay attention to those little, what is that? I need to learn more about that. Like, follow that path, because that's going to pull you back to your fire. That's going to pull you back to this. Yeah. So the bottom card of the deck, the overlying, is back on task. Be sure you're using your time in the best possible manner. It's okay to do this, but I feel your time's up. It's time to do this, right? Meaning, be sure you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you're working on. All could use some fine tuning. I shared in the intuitive channel just the other day. I was like, if there was one thing that you had to finish by the end of June, and if there was one thing that you could do every day, like from today until the end of the year, what is that? And it's kind of like, yeah, like guys, there's like 5 months or 6 months. There's 6 months left until it's 2025. Are you hearing it? Remember when it was 2020? There's 6 months until 2025. What are you doing? Okay, we've done this enough. Back on friggin' task, all right? And if you don't know where to start asking, well, what do I want? And when you don't know the answer to that question, don't get down. Just keep asking the question. What do I want? It's good if you use your name. Like, well, what does Hannah want? What does Hannah want? Like, you know, use your name, obviously. When you use your name, it calls you to the surface. It's powerful. Reconnect. And then underneath that is shared inspiration. And so it's interesting, like with the rediscover your zeal, it said something about learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, your work or relationships. Like there's something about community here for you. The shared inspiration, and then even this with the community, like surrounded by people. So there's something about reconnecting with people. I know it might sound silly, but it's time to reconnect back with community. It's time to reconnect back with yourself, yeah? Yes, I'm going through a transition right now. You're so on target. Yeah. Yep. Powerful. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to jump off because I need to eat something before I jump on with my client, because I was starving before and I'm like, yeah, I need to eat before I have my client. So thank you so much for being here. I will try and be on time. I just went over time. Well, I got sidetracked filming and I didn't realize the time. Out of time. Next time I'll be on time, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, what is time? It's only right now. So Life Purpose Legacy is open for the monthly membership. So there's 2 levels you can join at. As I said, there's Selenite, which is the monthly membership that you can get access to the inner circle, which is all my courses, the Rapid Ascension Awakening, which is all the advanced chakra consciousnesses that I've filmed to date and still working on. And you get the weekly support calls as well. So you can get mentoring and private coaching from me in that space as well on a weekly basis. And that's really exciting because if you've got questions, then I personally answer them for you on our group mentoring. So just comment legacy below if you'd like the details for that. As I said, the investment for that monthly membership will increase at the end of the month. But as there's more price increases, it doesn't affect you once you've locked in at that particular price. So comment legacy below if you'd like the details to check that out. And if you've got questions about joining the inner circle at the legacy, life purpose legacy, just send me a message and we can chat about it. You're so very welcome. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys really soon.